Hey guys, well, OpenAI is apparently partnering with Mattel, of all companies, to make AI-powered toys. Now, this is a very, um, I don't even know what to call it, interesting move. So, we're gonna start seeing toys with, like, integrated AI suppose? I don't know, they've been very vague about what they're gonna be doing with this, but it's interesting, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are going to think about this. So we're going to go ahead and cover it in today's video. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we're going to start off with this article by OpenAI, bringing the magic of AI to Mattel's iconic brands, and apparently the picture they chose for this article is just some abstract gradient thing, so nothing too interesting. OpenAI is teaming up with Mattel, a leading global toy and family entertainment company. We all know who Mattel is, known for capturing the imaginations of generations to bring a new dimension of AI-powered innovation and magic to Mattel's iconic brands. Mattel has more than 80 years of experience introducing products and experiences that delight and captivate fans in a safe, thoughtful way. By tapping into OpenAI's AI capabilities, Mattel aims to reimagine how fans can experience and interact with its cherished brands, with careful consideration to ensure positive, enriching experiences. Each quote from Mattel, each one of our products and experiences is designed to inspire fans, entertain audiences, and enrich lives through play. AI has the power to expand on that mission and broaden the reach of our brands in new, exciting ways, said Josh Silverman, Chief Franchise Officer of Mattel. Yada yada. A lot of it is corporate speak. So one thing they do say is basically they want to introduce AI-powered experiences into its products, but they also want to provide its employees the benefits of ChatGPT, which, to be fair, what company isn't using some kind of AI platform, whether it be Anthropic, OpenAI, or the gazillions of other platforms out there? What company out there isn't using AI right now? So you know what, the providing employees the benefits of ChatGPT thing, that makes sense. A lot of companies are moving to push a lot of work items just straight to ChatGPT. However, the one thing I do want to point out here, which I find interesting, is just, frankly, the fact that they're going to implement this in supposedly the toys they sell, which brings up a lot of questions. It brings up a lot of questions, especially in like the data privacy aspect of things, because there are very strict data privacy laws when it comes to children and their online activities. See the COPPA here in the United States and the other adjacent laws in other countries such as Europe. Arguably, we have the least strict laws out of any country in terms of children's data privacy. We set the age limit to 13. Europe has their age limit set somewhere to like 16 or 17, or even 18 in some cases. But we have data privacy laws that basically say you can't collect data, online analytics data on children. And part of me has to wonder how that's going to work with AI. Because AI is a trained tool. The inputs you give it, it trains on a good chunk of those inputs. If you use ChatGPT, chances are some of your conversation is going to be used to further improve ChatGPT. That's just how AI works. It improves upon itself, to a certain degree anyways. Not completely, it can't completely improve on itself, but it kind of can. There's some parts where it can train on itself. So that's why a lot of AI companies collect user data. Here, though, is where I have to ask, how would this work out if you're going to put it in children's toys? Do you want the AI in children's toys? I think AI is a very useful tool. I really do. And I do think AI is a useful tool. I use it all the time. But a question does have to be asked. Would you want, like, AI for your children to talk to? that's kind of one thing I've seen some companies try to tackle is AI for kids. Um, but it's a good question. Would you want that? I feel like some of it. I don't know. It's kind of a tough discussion, and I'm no parent, so I couldn't give my own opinion on that. But it's a weird question. Not only in the legal data privacy sense of things, but also in the would you want to do that anyways? Like, would you really want that? I don't know. Now, admittedly, something like this I could see children liking. If you don't know, this is a good example. If you don't know, there's a platform called Character AI. There's a lot of other platforms just like it, but it basically lets you have role plays with fictional characters. Google actually, I think, has a really large stake in the company, and basically you can have like AI role plays with like fictional characters. You can dream up your own characters and do whatever. You can have whole plot lines. You can do it with multiple different people. It basically works like a standard chat but with fictional characters, and it's very popular. It's extremely popular actually, and it makes a lot of money. So I guess I could see something like this working with children who might have like a fictional character they really like and want to be able to like talk to and interact with in a certain way. I could totally get that, but there are questions to be had. For example, the like developmental problems with it. Like, you have to wonder the question of if it can talk like a human, would and like speak like it's like fully real. Would the young child be able to distinguish fantasy from reality effectively? Like, I'm no psychologist, so take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like these are good questions to be had here, and how children should have exposure with AI, at least really, really young children, because Mattel typically makes toys for, ages like 1 to 12, right? So if they're gonna put AI into those toys, you gotta have to wonder how you're gonna do this and how you want to handle the exposure of this to your children, because when you're like fully grown, you probably have the knowledge of like we are able to distinguish what AI is and isn't, right? Like, we're able to distinguish a normal human being from AI just fine, but younger children might not necessarily be able to do that and realize that they're talking to a computer, right? So it's just, it's weird. It kind of bugs me a little bit. It kind of does. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys have a different opinion. And if you want to leave it, you can leave it in the comments down below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about this and what you guys think about this. But, I don't know. It bugs me a little bit. It just feels weird. The issue is, again, that distinguishment. In my mind, I think the biggest issue is the distinguishing between fantasy and reality, because, see, if you're letting your child watch television, they can probably distinguish it pretty well, because, it's, it's not really real life. It's behind a screen. But when you have a toy that looks like a certain character and actually speaks and interacts like the character, then, you might start to see, like, it could cause weird effects, I think. And it's not something I think we've really even studied, necessarily. But I feel like it could cause weird things down the line. At least that's my opinion. I feel like that whole handling children's exposure to AI thing is something we do need to figure out, because AI is going to get better and better, and children are going to be exposed to it, and they're going to have to use it. So we have to figure out what is the best way for them to learn how to use it efficiently and understand what it is and what it isn't. And I don't This, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. I'll be honest. I don't really like it. But I don't know. I guess we'll see what ends up coming of it. Maybe this won't go much of anywhere. Maybe it will go somewhere. I don't know. Time will tell, and we will see what comes of this deal. That is about it for today's video. Please let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, because again, I feel like this is just kind of weird. Take care, you guys, and remember to stay safe out there.